Raw training. We have a big press session today, working on log press, floor press, a whole bunch of different things. You guys are going to love it. And have a special guest, my first ever videographer, good friend of mine, Fabian. Distracted, but he's going to be joining us today.
I'm here. I've made it.
And we are going to go set for set, rep for rep, weight for weight.
Weight for weight, yes. Like, you're like right back into training. You always are right back into training. You take like next to no time off.
Yeah, I mean, why? Why? I took the week before off. Yeah, let's just get on with it. But it's also just like mental sanity for me.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It must feel good just kind of pushing yourself a bit.
If I hit the 490 deadlift, which I hit 525 in training,
I know.
won.
That's what I mean.
It's as simple as that.
I saw both deadlift numbers and I was like, okay, clearly this is just like a mental thing. Like you're capable.
Yeah. I was just I just couldn't do it. It's not a technique. It was no groove. It
no
wasn't
pain or anything. It's just like you literally just.
I mean, my knee's in pain, so maybe that carried over, and like hamstring a little bit, and like maybe that carries over a bit. But I think it's way more.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, pushing yourself to that thing.
Because in training, I was hitting that raw.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So.
Here's the reality. For the collection, one of each color looks cooler. Like aesthetically, you know? You just got one of each.
Aesthetically, it does. Although...
And the other reality is just like, it's crazy that the expectation is just for you to win.
Right? Yeah, but that's the expectation I have of myself as well.
No, of course.
Because if... I would assume that, like... Tom isn't particularly impressed with himself either.
Well, yeah, no kidding.
I would assume it. I didn't look at any of the guys going in who were like, say me, Evan, Trey, Tom. I don't look at any of us and say like, we brought it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Reno brought it.
I know,
for sure.
This guy just
like power ranking, he'd be a top 5 in the world for sure.
Yeah.
But he was the dude who showed up, the dude who executed.
He executed,
performed,
exactly.
He had great events. Yeah. Deserves to win. As simple as that.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, I'll let you hit this. What's the top weight you're working up to?
I think it's going to be this. 140 for, I believe it's 3 sets of 5.
Right. Well, what are the plans? You have what, 8 weeks till Royal Albert Hall?
Yeah, 8 weeks to Royal Albert Hall, ish. And then off the top of my head, maybe 6 after that till Strongest Man on Earth.
Yeah.
4 after that, Deadlift World Champs.
So you're not even going to prep for Royal Albert Hall? I would assume like you'll do the events, but like the focus is going to be Strongest Man on Earth.
But Strongest Man on Earth, max log.
Yeah. How much do the events?
Royal Albert Hall, we have log ladder.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you're training
Axle deadlift for reps of giants. Fine, I'll be prepping for the Deadlift World Champs. Plenty.
Yeah.
It's a relatively light frame at Royal Albert Hall, so don't need to do much for that.
Yeah.
It's a Hercules hold, don't need to do much for that.
Yeah.
And then it's stones. So
yeah, even your Hercules hold, like 40 seconds. Haven't you done 60?
It's totally different apparatus, totally different setup.
The one that was at Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay.
On giants, I've done 78, 79.
Okay, what's the difference? The grip size or
heavy,
the weight?
Way heavier.
Oh, way heavier.
Way heavier.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Also, I was, for day 1 of finals had 3 events. Day 2 of finals had 2 events.
Yeah.
It was kind of the more days that went and the longer the days went on, the more I was checking out and having a hard time.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that was at the end of the first day of the finals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, especially stuff like that, right? It's just like the enduring of the pain events, right? pushing yourself through it. What other event is that after Hercules hold? Is finished with the stone run? Royal Albert Hall?
Yeah, finish with the stone run. Yeah. Oh. All right, 140 kilos here, going for a set of 5. At this time of year, I intentionally go beltless and sleeveless, make things a little bit harder. First week back, it always feels terrible and weird. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I think it's more than 140, maybe 143. We'll pop that up there, but we'll see. Feels awkward, weird. Moves fine nonetheless. Still dealing with this knee thing, so even when I have the load on my shoulders, like 80% of my weight is on my right side. My left is just still a bit uncomfortable, but getting better day after day. I just went golfing today, and so constantly locking out my lead leg hasn't made the knee particularly happy, but I'm making a bit of a executive decision in off season that if I enjoy doing something, I'm just gonna go do it and let be what will be. That's how I behaved for the first 2 years of my career. I've only gotten like serious and cut out fun things recently. So why? I was winning before, made me more athletic. So I'm just gonna approach things more that way for the off season. All right, set 1. I've got 2 more. I'll keep it there. And it's 50-50 whether this gets harder or gets easier. So what else do you want to know about Worlds? Any other curiosities?
No, I mean, the main thing I was just curious about
what
what happened on the events that you underperformed, more or less.
Yeah, I just didn't care. Like, if I'm being honest, and it's not like actively didn't care.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
It's just like you couldn't get there.
Yeah,
and then on the last one, the stone run, I was like, I'm just gonna say every risk and just fucking go, and whatever happens,
you
happens.
got 4, right? Quinn FaceTimed me.
Yeah, and so the first one, my hands were slipping.
Yeah.
And normal circumstances, I would have just reset quick and gone.
Yeah.
But I thought if I have any chance of beating Tom, you're just gonna have to risk it, try to pop it and go. And my second, third, and fourth stone super fast.
Yeah.
5th stone, I didn't have my stone sleeves because they're somewhere at my house. I don't know.
Gotcha.
And so I was just duct tape, and the duct tape like shifted, in which case you're done. So, yeah.
And on a scale out of 100%, what would you rate your body?
Right now?
Yeah.
100 bar the knee. The knee is like 50.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
But it's a muscular spasm that's just set off by split jerks. I don't need a split jerk for any competition that I know of yet.
Okay, cool.
So unless Rogue has a max axle, which is unlikely, or a max behind the neck, which is unlikely, I'll be fine for the rest of the year. Yeah. But even like I can't do, and I couldn't do this at Worlds, I can't do a single leg calf raise on my left side. Yeah. It's frustrating. All right, we have so much to get through today. I gotta move. This log is 144, sets of 5. I don't feel particularly strong or powerful right now, but with a belt and sleeves on, this would be like sets of 5 at around 155 to 160. And my best ever log strict press is 180. 4 reps is about 90% of 1RM. So 4 reps at 160 would be about 176. So this is in and around the highest pressing weight I've ever been for multiples. It's just when I take equipment off, use no leg drive, don't wear sleeves, it always feels like this. But that's kind of the time of year. All right, let me just double check. I got one more set here, then I'm on the floor press.
You said that's 140?
144.
144?
144.
Completely naked, no get up. How, effort-wise, what's your best for like with your kit on?
I haven't done stuff like that because strict press is usually in the off season.
Yeah.
That's when I don't wear kit. My best ever single strict press, 182 on a log.
Yeah.
But that's also like max effort, mega lean back. So it's not.
I feel like this is pretty good numbers.
It's not in a different territory.
Yeah.
It's just how it feels.
Yeah.
Also, I think I got too much sun today on the golf course.
Did you said you did shit at the golf course?
Yeah, I was bad. I was really bad.
Floor press, where are you doing that? One of these racks?
Yeah, one of those. It was like the venue was fine in terms of where we were competing, but Vendor Village, it was next to nothing compared to 2024.
Okay.
Like there was us, Worlds, SPD, Airwave, and like kids strongman equipment.
Okay.
Like
just no vendors. Yeah.
No, and the structure for kind of like fans to go over to FanFest wasn't as seamless as it seemed to be last year.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know why it's why it is the way it is. Because what I was trying to explain to them is, Worlds in 2024, it was probably half the attendance.
Yeah.
And like you compare that to the Arnold or Strongest Man on Earth, or a Giants live show, it's incomparable. It's not even close.
Yeah, no.
But since it was their first event, they're like, oh this is amazing.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's actually just kind of, All right.
What's the sets and reps?
3x8. I'll see how 315 feels. But this is a hard variation for me because I get so much power out of like the stretch and initial pop, and then triceps are always kind of the struggle point.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a good weight. I'm supposed to be sticking around the 7 out of 10 effort right now, and I've made a mistake continuously in the past of working too hard. So I want to make sure that I'm hitting my RPs and doing a bit more volume at heavier weight. Help with the exercise tolerance, general conditioning, cut down on systemic fatigue, and hopefully keep my body more in one piece. Because strongman, it beats you down, and sometimes your retirement is more determined by your body than it is your mind. But yeah, I wish it was in, like put it in London and it would go insane. Absolutely insane. Or
Spain, like put it in London?
Yeah, it would be absolutely off the charts.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like you do it in one of the soccer stadiums or something. it would be mental. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Like, I wonder if the sport as a whole is gaining interest or losing interest.
I don't know. It's hard to imagine like that it's not growing in some capacity.
Well,
Like strongman as a sport, it seems like it's growing. Like there's never been more prize money or more opportunities to compete than there is today.
but I think it's more corporate than legitimate.
The what?
I think it's more corporate than it is legitimate. I don't think people are saying we're selling so many tickets that we can increase prize money. I think they're saying it's a marketing expense, or we've had brands hop on. So maybe it's more recognized. But if you think of ambassadors 5 years ago, you had Thor and Eddie and Brian and Zadrunas to a smaller extent on socials, but just a big guy there. And if you compare their influence and impacts to me and Tom, I don't even know who would be third, who's actively competing right now. So I think in terms of attention, we might be in a bit of a lull at the moment until I build up more and Tom builds up more and we get into more mainstream stuff. And I don't see how else the sport could grow. Because as people come to learn that Eddie's not in it, Brian's not in it, Thor's not in it, people I don't think care about the weights as much as they do about the people.
Well, yeah, like you got to also consider like Eddie and Brian, they were doing TV shows as well, right? Like they were doing all that stuff. We're like, who's doing the YouTube stuff besides you and Tom? Like there are everybody else like Martins and Brian and them, but like
active, like Lucas is trying to do a bit, but I think he has like 15,000 subs or something.
Yeah.
So go sub to Lucas as another active strongman.
Yeah, no,
go sub to Tom as well if you guys haven't already.
All of them. Yeah, everything is boosts in the sport forward.
Yeah, but hopefully I can keep doing my bit.
Oh, it's up, yeah.
That would be dangerous.
Yeah, no kidding.
You heard the plates, the height of the plates is so it can't crush your head.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It was going around social media. Not fucking true.
No?
Not true for my head.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not. Yeah.
You think you would?
I know, I tried.
Oh, you tried?
Like I didn't drop it and try.
Yeah, no, but you tried to roll it over your head?
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Put it on the ground, we'll see if it rolls over my head. Do you think it rolls over my head?
Honestly, like it wasn't even close on my head. What? No, see?
It would bust my nose.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have new teeth too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bridge to the nose. Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Like, not happening.
All right, Charlie, you're up.
Yeah. I think she might fit.
Oh, your nose.
Oh, just soft tissue though.
Yeah.
Piggy. I saw that coming from a mile away. All right, done those.
of all of them, you would probably say that, well, like, yeah, like the priority is to win all of them, of course, but would you say that you're going to put more of an emphasis on deadlift world champs?
Yeah, like I think if I were to do one thing that would change the course of things,
Yeah.
it would be
the
deadlift world record. Yeah. Like a second strongest man on earth title would be great, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But it's a second. And I've already won at Royal Albert Hall, and there's no world record to be had there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just another show. Honestly, that one, like, go have some fun and like just love competing again.
Yeah, cool.
I think it'll be nice for that.
Yeah, no kidding. Take the pressure off a little bit.
Yeah, and just just reset the headspace around competing and being in strongman.
And how do you bounce back from, like, I guess, not performing in the deadlift and then going on to want to break the deadlift world record? How do you, like, check that mentally? Like, what do you...
Oh, look, at that stage, nothing I did was as good as what I did 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So it's not a strength thing.
Yeah.
And I've only ever underperformed what I'm capable of consistently at one show ever. So like, okay, wipe this slate clean. I've got 24 examples, even like 24 and a half examples, because my heats, I was still in the lead of everyone after the heats.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have that many examples of things going well, and maybe a half an example of like your head wasn't in the right spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ooh. Blue Jays lost 13-0 today.
Yeah, that's not good. The Blue Jays they're not doing that great this year, are they?
They're like 500.
500, okay. It's a mid-pack.
Pop in the comments if you think there's a more boring sport than baseball. Hit me with it.
Don't think there is.
I don't think it's possible.
I think it is the most boring.
Even like a 5-day test cricket, I like get people who are interested in it. I hate the tie. Like tying at the end of that's tough. But I understand like casually watching and following along something for a handful of like concerted, concentrated days. But baseball, like 6 months of every day.
The same thing.
Yeah. There's two interesting players in baseball right now, to me. Shohei Ohtani. Do you know about him?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know how good he is?
Yes, I have a brief understanding of how good he is. Like,
So,
I know that
like-
he was a pitcher, was like best in the world, and then came to batter.
Yeah,
Last
he's
year
one of
he
the
had like a
best.
record year or something.
So he's rarely can pitchers actually bat to the
Okay.
point where
Yeah.
one league had a designated hitter instead of the pitcher batting.
Yeah.
Now both leagues have designated hitters, AL and NL. But he was so good that he would bat all the time anyway. And when he wasn't pitching, he'd be the designated hitter.
He broke some records or something last year, didn't he?
Last year, so unbelievable. Only a few guys have ever done it. 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases
Yes,
in a year.
that's what it was. Okay.
Last year, he did 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases.
Yes.
So like he's off the charts. And then Aaron Judge, a like really good batting average, is like 300. Like all-star player 300.
Yeah.
He's at like 398 right now, and his on-base percentage, which is adding the hits and the walks, is at like 480. Like half of the time he gets on base.
Yeah, wow.
And really good would be like a 350, 375.
Okay.
So they're
And that's
fun.
out of 10. 480, like 4 point, like it would be like, out of
0.480 out of
Yeah.
1,
Yeah,
48% of the time.
10? Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's interesting, and he's also 6'7", like he's an absolute monster.
Yeah, wow.
But outside of those two guys, I'm like,
It's just like, for me, the most exciting thing that can happen in baseball is like a grand slam. And then like, what else?
home runs are cool.
Yeah, like they're cool, but it's like the same. It's like, boom, it's gone. Like, like a play for hockey, it's like things happen, it's dynamic, and like every goal is like somewhat different.
I
whereas
see.
like a home run is just like,
one guy does one thing,
gets out.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
At least like soccer, there's different things. Like golf, there's like, again, different plays where like different ways they could go into the hole, and like I don't know.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I think my knock on baseball, it would be like playing football every day where you change the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see the best pitcher in the world, that's awesome. But then you have to sit through the other 4 guys.
Yeah.
And you got to watch the 53rd best pitcher in the world
And like the best thing that he could do is just throw a bunch of no hits. Which like,
Yeah.
is that exciting? Nobody's hitting. Have you been following like overall playoffs at all?
Yes, all of it. Yeah, all of it. I think it's
Florida
really,
spanking
yeah, it's
Carolina.
not even
I was like, is Carolina that good? Because they beat both teams 4-1, and like they outplayed both teams like by quite a margin. They outplayed the Capitals. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch many of the games, but I just had like looking at the stats. They're out shooting them like every game by like 15 or like 10 or 15 shots.
Yeah, I don't know, but it makes you think like if the Leafs just could have pulled it through, maybe they'd be in the cup this year.
Well, surely they would. Like, how upset can Leafs fans really be if they lose to like if Florida goes on to win a cup again? They took that team to a Game 7.
Yeah, and it's
like
not
how much action needs to change for them to win a cup?
They it's not like they were expected to win the cup either. They might have been the 5th most likely team.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Maybe
exactly.
6th. Yeah. So like you're gonna get butthurt that they didn't win the cup when they shouldn't have anyway.
Yeah,
they weren't favored in a single Florida game, and they won 3 of them.
No, of course. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this funny thing. Like, just because a period of time has passed since you won, that doesn't increase your odds.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, it's
Leafs fans, I know. Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But this guy, Connor McDavid, man, it's just insane how much better he is than everybody else.
Him, Cale Makar, and Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah,
those 3.
Just it's just like noticeably when you watch those players on the ice, something's different. You could see it.
I'm surprised that Dallas isn't holding their own.
Yeah, the only reason why they lost the first game, it should be 3-0. The only reason why they lost is because Dallas got 3 power play goals in the third. So like they were shorthanded most of the third period.
Right. All right. Last step. I'm so much stronger than him.
What would you say your biggest weakness is on the deadlift? Obviously, I'm not saying that you have a glaring weakness, but like, what would you say is the biggest thing you need to work on for your deadlift?
It's just that transition points. Because if I can get it up over my knee, I'll hitch the hell out of it, no problem.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I think my best solution to that is getting my squat way up.
Okay.
So my leg power off the floor, blast through it.
Yeah, okay.
I think trying to build the strength in that awkward territory is dumb.
Okay.
I haven't seen anyone with like no slowing points at all in the deadlift.
Yeah.
So I think as a benchmark, if I could squat 400 kilos in sleeves,
okay,
high bar,
okay,
I think it's over. I think that's what I need to do.
What are you at right
now? The best I've done is 370 for a double. But I haven't like built a big 1-rep max squat up.
You know what would help? Revisiting Tom Platt's squat record.
I don't know. Maybe. But when I can squat well, I can deadlift well. And I think maybe in hindsight, that could have been something that I could have been doing during Worlds prep. But I thought about a couple of things I could have done during Worlds prep that could have made me better.
Okay.
Well, the point, generally speaking, is that I was in the best shape I've ever been in 2 weeks out. So like, why overthink it? I just have to keep doing what I'm doing.
But what would you say if you were to go back and change anything? What would they?
Well, the like slightly lower weights and more volume, maybe get me ready for 4 days better.
Okay.
I think keeping squats in to keep my legs strong would have been good.
Okay.
I think grip stuff, like I was doing it a lot on my own, but I think I need to make more of a concerted effort and like maybe go rock climbing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like
other things that tax the hand that's not as.
That's right. That's not as strongman and skin.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, look, I think that's it. I think that's it.
Okay.
Memorial Cup. This is fun to watch. This is kids who are, I think, 16 to 21. They're like the NHL's next guys. And the Memorial Cup is the national championship for that. So it's all of the best people in the world, well, all the best Canadians under the age of 21. And it's incredibly competitive, and they're young, so they're very emotional and very prone to make mistakes. It's kind of like March Madness in terms of excitement is how I would compare it. Goalies are so dramatic. Fabian being one.
Yes.
Oh, did you ever get did you ever get in a goalie fight?
No, there was one opportunity to fight the other goalie, but he did not want to meet me half ice.
Tip on these guys. You see, I'm only touching the front side of the dumbbells to my thighs to keep tension on the whole time. As soon as they come down here, now you can swing them up. You can get almost nothing from that. Which, as you get tired, you're naturally going to cheat. So create rules for yourself to stop yourself from doing it.
When I was, sometime in high school, there was, we had a bench clearing brawl.
Nice.
Everybody.
Nice.
And the goalie did not want to meet me halfway.
How high up did you play?
High school was like the highest level, which would have been maybe probably like an A or double A, probably level.
Yeah.
I wasn't that great.
I was A. I was fat and slow.
I was not good. I just liked to play hockey. It's just my favorite sport.
Yeah.
But I wasn't good by any means.
So you never had illusions of NHL or anything?
No.
Maybe when you were really young, but.
Yeah, I didn't start playing like in a league until I was 12.
Oh, right. Okay.
So.
Right.
There wasn't, much of that. I wanted to go as far as I could for sure, but when you're only making high school is the highest, you just like, when you don't make other teams, like better teams, you realize that very quickly that you're just like, you're not going anywhere with it, right?
If it was still the days of goons, I'd be on a roster.
Would you?
I'd absolutely be on a roster, ready to go. Except I would sign up as the goon and I'd like promise the team, but then I wouldn't want to fight. I'd just try and score.
Were you a goal scorer?
I led the team every year in goals.
Okay, yeah.
Also in penalty minutes.
Yeah, well, in penalty minutes, yeah.
But that's because
it's like Ovechkin.
Yeah, but it's because, not because I was overly aggressive. I was, but that wasn't why I was getting penalties. It's because I was fat and slow. So I'd hook people and trip people and
You had to get done.
Yeah.
You know what documentary you should watch? The Liver King documentary.
Oh God.
It's good.
I don't care.
It's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
I
What's
think
good about it?
he's just such a character. Like I think he just believes he's in a movie all the time.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Literally, he started comparing himself to like Rocky and Arnold. And then they had a whole scene of him running through the bush like he was like Rambo or something. I literally think I think he is acting his entire life.
All right, we got fingertip hold, one set of fingertip hold, one set of full grip hold, 2 sets of single arm tricep extensions.
Okay.
And go from there. Hang with me. We're going fingertip for 30 seconds.
On this?
Yeah, I think that works. We'll go in a minute. You should be able to crush this, I assume.
I'll be fine. 30 seconds?
Yeah. 3, 2,
just 1. Fingertips?
Yep. 10. 15.
My fingers are slipping.
20. 25. Yeah, no chalks hard.
Yeah.
No chalk on the round.
Then we're breaking.
Yeah, we'll do 30. We'll do 1 set of tricep extensions.
Okay, what's your weight?
Single arm that I'm doing here.
No, what's your body weight right now?
325.
325?
Yeah.
Guess or minus?
175. 180.
180.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, tricep overhead, like.
I think we'll go kickback style.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I think is the most underrated tricep exercise.
Really?
I think it is actually really good.
Is it just like?
I don't know. When I do it, I just feel such a good squeeze. And I think it gets a bad rap because of the people who go forward and backwards.
Yeah.
The full arm workout.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. Whoa. Grip hold.
30 seconds again?
45.
45.
Yeah, but we can do it on something better. You want to do it on those guys? I'll do it on these.
Okay. Neutral grip or wide? These ones?
No, go wide.
Wide?
We'll go on the 30.
Okay. When? On 30?
3, 2, 1. We're on.
This material's rotating. My grips are turning.
Mine too. 15. Oh, I'm readjusting a couple of times just so you know.
It's okay.
I'm sweaty. Should have got chalk.
Turning into.
You beat me there. My palms got sweaty.
I mean,
my forearms are tired.
I'm stronger than the world's strongest man.
There you go. The effort is all that matters when it comes to a lot of these things. Little points of interest, I think. We're not training together because like it actually works really well. Just like this is my time to be able to hang out with people if I can. So for those who spend a lot of time at the gym, just like bring your friends, spend that time. You got 2 hours where you're mostly resting and maybe get them into the gym as well. We're gonna wrap up with 1 more set of tricep extensions, but thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As per usual,
lift heavy, be kind.
Thanks guys.
Haters talking to me, tell them pipe down. Or it's lights out, zeros on the debit, baby, all I do is swipe now.